Hey there, Scoobies. Never Kill a Boy on a First Date opens with Buffy doing what she does best. This time, Giles has come along to do what he does best.
Oh, that's great. I kill him, you fence their stuff.
Giles is concerned by the ring left behind and wanting to consult his books before moving to the Master, who is consulting his books in a pretty good edit for the show at this point. After a couple of episodes away, this is a welcome return for the Master. It's a great scene for a few reasons. Firstly, it allows an exposition dump, presenting the viewer with the core plot of the episode and foreshadows the Anointed One. Secondly, it ties back to the previous scene through the use of books. This hits nicely because Giles acts as the scholar and teacher for Buffy in the previous scene, so too does the Master to his minions in this scene. Finally, the Master's sarcastic reading of the passage is a sign of the self-aware dialogue the show comes to be known for.
And one of the brethren shall go out hunting the night before and get himself killed.
Buffy and Giles are looking up the ring when a student comes in looking for a book.
What do you want? A book? Oh.
Buffy is immediately smitten with Owen, and I couldn't tell if it's because the plot needed her to be.
So, Emily Dickens, huh? She's great.
Dickinson.
She's good also.
Or that teenage girls are so easily distracted. For anyone thinks I'm being overly harsh, let me rewind to the end of the very last episode.
Oh boy.
See, the show has been setting us up for romance between her and a tall, dark, mysterious stranger. So seeing her so head over heels so quickly has given me whiplash. Remembering her age, I'm going to take this as part of the journey. At this stage in her development, dating is new and there's no real foundation with Angel yet. At lunch, Buffy is telling Willow about her run-in with Owen before spying him alone.
Maybe somebody should sit with him.
She runs into Cordelia.
Boy, Cordelia's hips are wider than I thought.
Now, I know defending Cordy at this point is siding with the bully, but in this case, Buffy's comments seem unnecessary. I feel a little more sorry for her when Owen shows all the tact of a dog at dinner time.
Who else going?
Well, I'm going to be there.
Who else?
Buffy and Willow run into Giles, who dumps all over Buffy's plan.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Boys.
Yes, well, I'm talking about trouble.
I'm sure there's a ton of women out there relating to Buffy in this moment, or remembering when they were teens and what it felt like. Personally, I think Giles is my spirit animal.
All right, well, I'll just jump in my time machine, go back to the 12th century and ask the vampires to postpone their ancient prophecy for a few days while you take in dinner and a show.
Okay, at this point you're abusing sarcasm.
After being convinced to forego the bronze and her adult responsibilities, Buffy and Giles conclude it was for naught, and it cuts to some passengers in a minibus. Nothing strange there. Buffy makes it to the bronze to see Owen dancing with Cordy. I previously mentioned that Cordelia acts as a mirror to Buffy, and I've heard it said that Cordy is like a shadow self in terms of representation. In this scene, Buffy is seeing the path not travelled, reminded that it could have been her dancing. She's aware that slaying is more important, but moments like this could lead her to resent it. The Master's minions attack the minibus, and the scene does a good job of focusing on the muscle-bound maniac. The next day, Buffy is feeling sorry for herself when Owen comes along to lift her spirits. I especially like the comparison Xander does between their watches. It's a nice visual representation of how he stacks up, the Tweety Pie watch encapsulating Xander's persona and how he's seen by members of the opposite sex. He doesn't stack up to the gold pocket watch representing maturity, affluence and style. Buffy is getting ready for her date while Willow helps and Xander manages to come across as jealous and pervy all at the same time.
Which one do you think Owen will like better? The red or the peach?
Oh, you mean for kissing you and then telling all of his friends how easy you are so the whole school loses respect for you and then talks behind your back. The red's fine.
Thanks. I'll go with the peach.
Despite how it comes across, I still relate Xander to Buffy's metaphorical heart, so ignoring the tone for a moment, the words still ring true. Buffy is asking what colour because she's hoping it will make Owen want to kiss her. Giles gate crashes their party, showing that he believes Muscles to be the Anointed One. Still wanting to go on her date, Buffy comes up with a compromise.
If the apocalypse comes, beat me.
And heads to the bronze, while Giles heads to the morgue. Her date with Owen is going fairly well, but of course Giles gets into trouble, meaning Buffy and the crew have to go to his aid. Back at the bronze, Angel comes to warn Buffy of the Anointed One, and though less vocal, shows much of the same jealousy that Xander does.
You're here on a date?
If you're wondering why I point this out, the fandom generally gives Xander a terrible time for his possessive nature, and I appreciate why. However, it is hypocritical to pick on one character and not another for exhibiting the same traits. They head to the morgue and Owen tags along, leading to some hijinks. This leads us to the final showdown, where for once Giles isn't the only one that gets knocked out. Thinking he killed her date, Buffy goes postal and finishes off Muscles. The following day, Buffy and Owen talk about what happened, and she realises that Owen's excitement for her lifestyle will wind up getting him killed. Earlier in the episode, I was annoyed that she'd jumped from Angel to Owen in the space of a heartbeat, but here's why. Part of the journey is learning from hard truths. Giles, being Buffy's own mind, acts as Buffy's thoughts as she takes the next steps on her path. Finally, the twist is revealed as the Master foreshadows the season finale. Overall, the episode does a good job misdirecting the audience, allowing the twist ending to hit nicely.
Here endeth the lesson.